Hey guys, just a quick note from Smiley here. This is my brother, Stevethemacguy, doing his first solo cast, doing the entire series of MBC versus SKT1. So be sure to leave plenty of comments and give me your feedback. Thanks.
Hello everybody and welcome to Pro StarCraft. This is a game so manly that they have to put the players in glass booths just so us viewers do not die from ghostiness. That's right. I am Stevethemacguy. This is my first solo cast I've ever done. I'm using my own equipment here, my computer, my extremely crappy German internet line. So we'll see if this even gets uploaded, but if you're watching it, that means it has got uploaded, so that's great. This is going to be, of course, the Shinhan Bank Pro League and the Winners League. It's MBC Game Hero versus SKT Telecom 1. You have the Zerg versus Jaehoon. Let me get this countdown here. It's 2, 1, 0. And it should be interesting. It's going to be played on Neo Harmony. Just a note on the map, Neo Harmony is extremely Zerg favored against Protoss. There's only been about 10 games played on it, but it's 7-2 in favor of Zerg. That's 78%. The reason being is, for one, the natural is extremely hard to defend. There's a couple different ways into the natural expansion, and additionally, there's just so many ways that a Zerg player can surround the Protoss on this map. Just different pathways that you can move your, Zerglings or Hydralisks or whatever, just to get a surround on Protoss. So that's never good for Protoss. So Jaehoon is going to have a hard time here. This is Jaehoon, the Protoss player, spawning here on the bottom left. Looks like he's sending his probe out there, so probably going to put that first pylon out in his natural expansion, so he is going to fast expand, although that is probably pretty difficult to do on this map, because if you look to the right there, Zerglings or whatever can come in from that right side, so you've got to position your cannons to be able to block both entrances. This is the Zerg. He's going to be the red Zerg player on the top right, and it looks like they're just showing a little first-person view. I hate when they show this view because it makes it so hard to follow the game. Just trying to get a look at the Zerg's base and what he's doing. It looks like he's just scouting with his Overlord. He hasn't built a spawning pool yet, so he might be going to actually expand. Yeah, there's an Overlord, so we'll see what he does here, but probably going to do the 12-hatch build and just expand against Protoss. Now, neither player has scouted out each other yet. It looks like Jaehoon did send his probe to the right in the wrong direction, and now he's going to send it up top, so he's going to get a little later scout. We'll see what he does. He looks like he's going to put down his forge, and we'll see if he gets cannons up quick. Or how he reacts once he does get his scout to the base. Both of these players, they're about 35–40% overall. The Zerg is about 39%, and Jaehoon is 35%. So not that great of players, but against each other, it should make for a good matchup. It looks like the Zerg is putting down his spawning pool now, and just continue to build drones. The scout is in the base for Jaehoon, so he is going to see that he's going for that 12-hatch, and we'll see if he puts down cannons or how long he waits here. If he goes straight to the Nexus, I'd imagine he goes straight to the Nexus because, yeah, he has gone straight for the Nexus because he saw the 12-hatch that the pool was a little late there. So he does have his Nexus down now. He's still going to have to get cannons down because the Zerglings will pop out eventually, but he's got a little time here, and so he's just kind of buying his time scouting. And it looks like the Zerg is actually already setting up for a third expansion, so that's a very fast third expansion for the Zerg, and he's already put up that expansion, so we'll see what he's going to do here. He might do this 3-hatch Mutalisk build. I have to say that, the natural expansion is hard to defend against anything, including Mutalisks, because there are a little wall there on the right, and so Mutalisks can kind of come in and out from that wall and just attack that mineral line. I wouldn't say this map is especially dangerous against Mutalisks, but we'll see what build he does. It could be Mutalisks, or he could just eventually transition into that 5-hatch Hydra build that we see a lot against Protoss these days. First Zerglings are out, so the cannons are going to have to go up relatively soon for Jaehoon. Let's see what he does. He has one cannon up, and he's already got that gateway blocking. And we'll just see what those Zerglings do, if they'll actually be able to get a run by. No, it looks like 4 Zerglings staying in the base, so he's probably just going to send a few Zerglings to scout, not going to try anything crazy like a run by. Really, the Zerg probably doesn't want to be that aggressive because he has 3 hatcheries. He's not going to invest a lot in Zerglings most likely, so he's just sending a few out to get that scout. Excuse me, I've had a little bit of cold, so hopefully that doesn't affect too much. Looks like the scouting probe is still in that base. He's just now leaving the natural expansion, but he still hasn't scouted that third base. So he's a little bit in the dark to what the Zerg is doing. Looks like Cybernetics Core going up for Jaehoon. Jaehoon just running his scout back. Most likely Stargate going to go up next for Jaehoon. We'll see what he does there. And upgrading the lair up at the Zerg space. So going to get that quick lair out. It'll be interesting to see whether he goes Hydras and tries to get Lurkers, or if he's going to go straight for Mutalisk. There's the fruity looking SKT mascot, a little ridiculous. And so far the Zerg, I don't think the Zerg has even got a scout in to Jaehoon's base. I don't know, maybe he hasn't. I'm just tripping out, but I'm looking at the minimap. It doesn't even look like he's even scouted. I don't know who that is. Just some random chick in the audience. And here goes Jaehoon putting up his Stargate as expected, actually using it to kind of wall off. I don't even know how much room he has to move out his forces, but he's probably better at walling than I am, so it looks like he does have. And the Citadel of Adun going up pretty quick, so we'll see if this is going to kind of transition into that Bisu build where you get the Forge Fast Expand, get the Stargate, get the Corsairs out, and then also go for DTs, and basically use the Corsairs to fend the Overlords away so that your DTs have free reign into the base. This could actually be a good build against the Zerg, especially since Jaehoon just scouted that the Zerg has his third hatchery over there. That third hatchery is going to be really vulnerable because it's so far away from the Zerg's natural base. It looks like one Hydralisk is out. But if he does do this Bisu build, he's going to be able to basically pick and choose which bases he wants to send those Dark Templars to, and it could be extremely effective because it's going to be hard for basically the Zerg to defend at all those spots. So that's going to be difficult for the Zerg. It looks like he's just building a few Zerglings for defense, and he does have those Hydralisks. First Corsair out. That's going to be kind of a pain in the Zerg's butt right now, killing that Overlord. We'll see if he goes back to scout it. Evolution Chamber is going up, so it looks like he's probably going to stick with these Hydralisks at least for a while, and get the upgrades on the Hydralisks, and then maybe transition into some Lurkers. But I haven't seen a Spire go up yet, so it looks like he's going to kind of give up the air dominance to Jaehoon. And again, that can be a problem for the Zerg because Jaehoon's probably going to send out DTs. I don't know. He hasn't built Templar Archives yet, so that's yet to be seen. He did build a couple more gateways. But we have yet to see really what the full tech choice is going to be for Jaehoon. A couple of Hydralisks and Zerglings just checking out the base there. And Corsair still doing a little damage, just getting a scout in. He sees the Evolution Chamber, and he's going to see this fourth hatchery now. And it looks like that indeed the Zerg is going for that kind of 5-hatch build. Or at least mass hatcheries and mass Hydralisks. By the way, Zealots coming up now. 5 or 6 Zealots coming in here to the main. Wow, speed upgraded. It's already been upgraded, so the Citadel of Doom was for that speed, and this could really catch the Zerg off guard. He's just now morphing Sunkens. This is not going to be enough to hold off these Zealots. This base is probably going to go down. You have 3 Hydralisks. He's trying to micro the Hydralisks against his, and they're showing these Zerglings here are just totally out of position.